Hello and welcome to Cleo's Chat. Today we are going to talk about the very first episode of Cleo the Cat, titled Adoption Day. Now before Cleo, I had another orange female cat named Soleil. Here's a picture of her. Soleil is a French word meaning sun. She was an amazing cat, full of life, always going on adventures, and very similar in personality to Cleo. But unfortunately, one day, Soleil passed away, and after about a week without her, I missed the craziness she provided in the house. My house was just too quiet. So I decided to go to the local animal shelters and just see what cats were available. I've always been a huge fan of animal shelters, and I've always adopted all my pets from them. Now, I've always heard you don't adopt a cat, they adopt you. So I was not in any hurry to adopt a cat. I wanted to make sure I adopted the perfect cat for me and that I would be the perfect dad for them. Now, the first two shelters I went to, I didn't see any cats I truly wanted. And I thought to myself, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. I mean, Soleil was such a great cat, and I didn't think any cat could be as amazing as her. So I decided to go to one more animal shelter just before the end of the day. When I walked in, I told the lady working at the shelter that I was looking to adopt a cat. She showed me a couple of the cats, but I was not having any connections with them. Finally, she pointed at Cleo and says, "This cat has got the softest meow." Although this time Cleo was not named Cleo, she was named Duchess. I'll explain more on that in just a bit. Now, I fell in love right away. Cleo, or Duchess, looked just like my old cat Soleil. Now, I wanted to make sure that this was the cat for me. So I asked for a visit with Duchess in her room. And then she came in like a ball of fire. Feisty, loud, energetic, and I was like, I don't know. She had all the traits I liked in a cat. I like cats who are playful, that get into mischief and trouble, but I wanted to make sure I was adopting the right cat for me, and that I wasn't just adopting another Soleil. So the lady took Duchess and put her back in her cage, and then showed me another cat. And at this time, Duchess started meowing, and meowing, and meowing, and she would not stop. She had the attention of everyone in that room. And at this exact moment, a lady walked by and says, "Oh my, she's so adorable." Then I said, "I'm adopting her." And that is how I adopted Duchess. Now the lady from the Humane Society says to me, "Congratulations on adopting Duchess. I named her Duchess because I went on a trip to Egypt and she looked just like the cats I saw in Egypt." So I said to the lady, "That's a great story and I will stick with your theme. I'm going to name her Cleopatra." And that is how I adopted Cleopatra. When I adopted Cleo, she was just a little less than a year old. She was, and still is, a very tiny cat. And she had the biggest ears and nose I've ever seen on a cat. But eventually she grew into her face, and now she looks adorable. Also at this time, she has just given birth, and that's how the Humane Society found her. They found her under a porch with all of her kittens. I couldn't imagine what Cleo was going through emotionally at that time. But now, she's mine, and I'm going to do everything within my power to make her life truly amazing. And that is the story of how I adopted Cleo the Cat. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Please comment or leave any questions below. Oh, and Cleo says,